Hello, sixth place, my old friend. I've come to talk to you again. With a vision so gash-tastic. Yeah, the players are all spastics. This is the sound of gashness. Hey everyone, good evening to you. It's Mr. Flying Pig here on Flying Pig United with a match reaction for you for the Manchester United versus Everton game that's just finished 1-0 at Old Trafford in the Premier League. An absolutely gash-tastic result in our bid for top four. Terrible, 2 points dropped here. I know Everton are a decent side. They're a much better side than West Brom anyway, who we freaking drew with. But are we surprised? Are we really surprised we didn't win this freaking game today, man? Another draw. How many freaking draws is that? It was a Louis van Gaal-esque performance at times, and now we're getting Louis van Gaal-esque results. It's absolutely unacceptable. This, just the performance today was lacking, finishing once again. Players couldn't put the ball in the back of the fucking net. That's your job. Put the ball in the back of the net. They couldn't do that. We crafted a fair few opportunities, I guess you could say, but at times it was still long ball. At times it was still desperate. What do you expect if you've got that bog brush Marouane Fellaini playing in the Centre Park, the Jackson 5 wannabe tribute band member? What is he even doing there? A poor performance from him, I thought. And Jose takes Carrick off in the second half. What are you doing, Jose? I just don't understand it. He was the man who looked like maybe he could thread something through, make something happen, create something. No, he takes Carrick off and leaves fucking Marouane Fellaini on the pitch. The big Belgian tree. Unbelievable. Loads of people giving Jose a lot of stick at the moment. I mean, he deserves some stick. Of course, just by the way that we're playing, it all filters down from the manager, of course. But I think the players out there today really need to take a long, hard look at themselves and just say, look, I am shit. I need to sort my freaking life out because I'm not playing for the shirt. I'm not playing the Manchester United way. I'm not a Manchester United caliber player. I need to sort my balls out. Something like that because, just the performance from some of the players today was lacking. I think Jesse Lingard has had one of the worst performances I've seen him have in a Manchester United shirt. Marcus Rashford, a.k.a. Marcus the Headless Chicken Rashford, was not a good performance from him tonight. There's some worrying question marks about players in our side. I said it in the last game, Manchester United just do not have a high number of world-class players in our side. Certainly not a high enough number. We've got perhaps 2 or 3 world-class players. David De Gea is, of course, world-class. Zlatan Ibrahimovic, aging as he may be, is world-class. Paul Pogba last year was world-class. This year, he's freaking, like high school class. I don't know, he's not very good, is he? He's come on in the second half. Yeah, he's coming back from injury. Did he do much? I don't know. He did hit the crossbar again. He can hit the crossbar better than anybody, I tell you. He can hit the post better than anyone, can Paul Pogba. But can he put the ball in the back of the net? No. Seems to be the case. It's just a very disappointing evening for me. Very depressing because this is United. I'm tuning into a great performance from United tonight. That's why I'm tuning in. I want to see a good game of football. Didn't really get that. It was so mind-numbingly boring up until half-time. Slow once again. Didn't create enough chances. Didn't take the chances that we did create. It was just a mind-numbingly poor performance from Manchester United. It did get going in the second half when we had to, obviously. We're going to go down. There were some contentious decisions. Zlatan Ibrahimovic was ruled offside, and it was pretty much paper thin. Whether or not that was offside, you could basically make an argument either way. Maybe his freaking nose was offside. That's what I'm thinking. He could be a foot behind the defending player and still be offside with Dashnas. So, but, he was perhaps offside. So we'll give the linesman the benefit of the doubt on that. But still absolutely piss poor. I just think the entire United performance was just lacking in that sort of cutting-edge mentality, putting the ball in the back of the net, actually converting our chances. We're lacking that at the moment. That comes with winning games. It comes with scoring goals, and you create a sort of winning mentality. We don't have that at the moment. We are currently in the Louis van Gaal school of football. Jose Mourinho's, he's taken a few classes these last couple of games. He's made some notes, and hopefully it's not going to continue because it, quite frankly, is looking very Louis van Gaal-esque over these last couple of games. I'm not even kidding. What do you guys think about that? Do you agree? The style of football, it was very reminiscent of the LVG days. It just was. And that's a disappointment. You could argue, yes, we could have put some chances in the back of the net and it would have been a different story. But still, I just don't like the style of football we played in the last couple of games. Jose had taken us to a point where it was, a lot more attacking, a lot more chances created. I was looking at the statistics earlier on in the season. of the chances and the shots Manchester United have had at Old Trafford. And as a comparison, it was very good at the time. Now I don't think it's such a good comparison. Look at all these draws we're getting as well. Low score draws. It doesn't bode well for Manchester United this season. The problem we've got now is getting into the top four is going to be a ridiculous task. How are Manchester United going to get in the top four? We're not realistically, unless we actually start playing like Manchester United, start performing, start getting the results. But United just don't have the calibre of players. I'm sorry, we don't. Take Zlatan out the equation, and Manchester United don't have any goals this season. It's that simple. Take Herrera out of the equation, and Manchester United don't have any drive in midfield. And I'm including Paul Pogba in that, because what the hell does Paul Pogba do, really? I know people are saying, oh, look at his statistics. Look at all these chances created. Look at all these passes completed and all that sort of thing. Yeah, great, but it needs to actually transfer into something out there on the pitch, because when I see Paul Pogba get on the ball, I just see a light bulb-headed buffoon meandering and dilly-dallying on the ball for way longer than he should most of the time. He doesn't play the simple ball 90% of the time. It's so freaking frustrating. He's absolutely gastastic, lads. Not only that, he cost £89 million, but but there you go. There's a lot of question marks hanging over these players. The players need to sort themselves out. They need to start performing. Luke Shaw came on, in this second half, played the second half, and put in a decent performance. He actually got us the equaliser effectively with that shot he had at the end, which was handballed by Ashley Williams. Absolute disgrace. He was rightfully sent off, and that was created by Luke Shaw. So there you go. The player that Mourinho was lambasting in the media has come on. He's had a reaction. He's actually had some sort of an impact and made a positive impact to the game. And Zlatan Ibrahimovic just banged it away at the end there to give us a point. Thank Christ for that as well, man. Because if we'd have lost this game, it would have been absolutely... to be fair, it's absolutely catastrophic anyway. Any drop points at home against anybody is a terrible result. That's what we've done again tonight. Forget who it is. Forget that they're a decent side. They're still... they're around us in the league at the moment, but still Manchester United are a much bigger club than Everton. We should be performing. We should be being able to beat them at Old Trafford. As long as you keep Lukaku out the game, which we did to a reasonable standard, then, it should be relatively easy, but not for Manchester United, because we can't create enough chances and we can't put the chances away that we do create. I know Zlatan's coming back from a little layoff. Always going to be difficult for him coming first game back, but this is Zlatan, He's missed chances, he's offside, maybe he should be a bit more intelligent, a player of his stature in the game, but of course he did pop up at the end there and get us that all-important penalty, so I'm not going to give him too much stick. But I just thought, generally, the midfield was gastastic. Paul Pogba, shocking, I thought. Jesse Lingard, terrible. I mean, Marcus Rashford, I have to say, I've been a big supporter of him. I think he's got all the talent in the world. But last couple of games he's played, last few games he's played, he's not shown it. I don't know if it's the system, if it's Josie's instructions, whatever it is, but whatever it is not working for Marcus Rashford. Right now, he needs to capture that same sort of free spirit, that mentality, that fearlessness that he had when he first broke into the side for United. Because we know he's got the talent. We can see he's got the talent. When he drives towards goal, and when he gets a good goal scoring opportunity and he puts it in the back of the net in a Thierry Henry-esque fashion, then you can see that he's got the talent. It's just managing to do that on a consistent, regular basis, which he's not doing right now. So there you go. Bad individual performers, bad team performance. Couldn't get the job done against an average Everton side. Fair play to them. They've defended really well tonight again. Another good goalkeeping performance. Another great performance by the freaking post as well. Oh, I mean, it's just so frustrating, though. United need wins. We need wins. We can't draw against teams. I don't care if it's Chelsea and we're at the bridge. We need freaking wins right now. We do. We're not going to get top four now. I honestly don't think so. It's too much of an arse. We're too many points behind. We're not looking consistent enough. We're not looking good enough. It's not like we've been unlucky with these draws. If anything, we've been freaking lucky with these draws. That game against West Brom was just piss poor. Didn't take our chances. And this game, we could have easily lost this game if not for a late last gasp penalty. So there you have it. What is the situation? The situation is, realistically, Manchester United are not going to qualify for top four. So what do we need to do? We need to go and win the Europa League. Is that looking likely? Well, ever decreasingly so, based on the last couple of absolutely gastastic, shitty performances that we've watched. But we can turn it around. We need to turn it around. The players have got to take a lot of the flack tonight. You can say what you want about the manager, you can say what you want about his media comments, etc. He's still a fantastic manager. Look at his record over the last however many years. Whatever he's done has worked by and large. So I don't want to start questioning the manager. I saw people on social media sack Mourinho. He's doing no better than Louis van Gaal. I don't really think that's true. I mean, in terms of the team performances, they've been way better up until a couple of weeks ago, when they started the old Louis van Gaal mentality creeping back in. But up until a couple of weeks ago, Manchester United were looking a much better team. We were creating much more chances, having way more shots, scoring way more goals, winning way more games, and we were looking way better. But these last couple of games, it's reverted back to the Louis van Gaal days, and it's not on really. We need to do something in order to stop the rot and change how it's going. Manchester United need to sign world-class players in the summer. We absolutely do. I'm looking at Romelu Lukaku. For Everton, I'm thinking he would be a great addition to Manchester United squad. Is Zlatan staying? Is Zlatan going? Even if he's staying, 100% I'd try and sign Romelu Lukaku. Plus, I think that's a realistic signing for Manchester United to be able to pull off, bearing in mind that he's not signed a new contract with Everton. He's basically left it that he wants to leave, really, to go to a bigger club. But Manchester United are going to have to get Champions League football to get these players. These players aren't going to leave. Antoine Griezmann's not going to leave Atletico Madrid to come to Manchester United. If we're playing in the Europa League, it's not going to happen. I don't think so anyway. I mean, saying that, Manchester United have signed some pretty damn impressive, marquee, big-time signings, like that dog and duck player we signed for 89 million, who we got from the dog and duck, Paul Pogba. We managed to pull that marquee signing off, didn't we? Oh my God, what an absolute shambles. But there you go, things will improve. He needs to improve his game as well, just talking about him for a minute, because coming back into it, very unimpressed with the performance I saw anyway. I'm going to pretty much leave it there. I'm pissed off that we've drawn this game, but at least we didn't lose it in the end. We could have easily lost this game. We are lucky in the end to get a point, as far as I'm concerned. Yes, we had an offside goal that was in the back of the net, ruled out, and we had a lot of chances, or a few chances, that perhaps we could have converted, but we didn't do enough to win the game, in my opinion. Everton defended really well. They played their part. They definitely deserve a share of the spoils, and Manchester United need to really regroup. We need to sort ourselves out. The players need to improve. Mourinho needs to get rid of some of these tossers in the summer as well. I'm talking, the Jesse Lingards here. I'm sorry, but 23, 24, how old is this guy? He plays like a 17-year-old, and he doesn't have the age of a 17-year-old. So where is his career going? Is he ever truly going to be a Manchester United quality player? I don't think so. I'm talking about Marouane Fellaini. This big Belgian bog brush Jackson 5 freaking wannabe still manages to start these games and still manages to stay on the freaking pitch late on in the second half when Manchester United need to score a freaking goal, and he takes Michael freaking Carrick off the pitch. I just don't get it. Why the hell is Mourinho even wearing a Manchester United shirt? To me, he's not a Manchester United calibre player. He has his uses. He's actually been decent the last few weeks. He's put in some good performances. He's a big, awkward, lanky, newborn baby deer of a human being, this man. He is. But he's just not good with his feet. He's not good technically. He's not good in terms of creatively or anything. He's just not a robust enough or a versatile enough or a skilled enough player for Manchester United, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. You don't have to agree with it. I know he's got his uses, but I think maybe, a mid-table side would be reasonably happy with Marouane Fellaini, but not Manchester United. Oh, anyway, it's not all about Fellaini. It's not about him. It's about the team. It's about all of the other players out there who need to start performing, who need to get their buttocks out on the table and say, look, lads, they're growing. They need to do something. They need to sort their heads out. Because at the moment, they're not doing justice to the Manchester United shirt. We need some players coming in the summer, 100%, to improve our side, because right now, we are nowhere near where we need to be. Absolutely not. Will we win the Europa League? I mean, I don't know with this bunch of melters. Are they going to be able to do that? Look at the last couple of games. Draw against Everton, draw against West Brom, at Old Trafford. We could easily go out to one of the sides in the Europa League if we don't sort our freaking act out. Anyway, thanks for tuning in to this particular video. You're all a bunch of legends for getting involved with the comments section right now, as I can see. It's going mad, actually. I've got a lot of people in here. So thanks for joining me on this match reaction. A lot of comments coming. Eyes wide open. Hey, Flying Pig. Mickey should have started. Can we win the Europa? I totally agree with you, mate. Mkhitaryan perhaps should have started this game in place of, I don't know, let's say either Marouane Fellaini or Mkhitaryan. Just rotate it round. Just get rid of the shit players, basically, and play Mkhitaryan. He's one of the players that you could perhaps make an argument for being world class. just one of the few players, but you could maybe make an argument for him based on his history in the last couple of years, how he performed in the Bundesliga last year, how he's performed and looked for Manchester United as a whole over this season. I think Mkhitaryan maybe is world class, or maybe is just off that. But certainly he's one of the players that we need to be putting a lot more faith in and certainly keeping around. But some of the players that United have, I certainly think we need to move on. Move on. There's too many of these players that just aren't United quality, whether it be a Smalling, whether it be a Rojo, Fellaini, Lingard. You know, these players, Ashley Young, I just don't know. I don't think they're Manchester United quality. If you look at Barcelona, you look at Real Madrid, you look at those sorts of teams, they've got a great squad throughout. That's how I define a world-class player, if they can get into those sorts of teams. And most of our players, I don't think can, but that's my humble opinion. You don't have to freaking agree with it. Anyway, I'm going to pretty much wrap it up there. Thanks for tuning in. I'm depressed, but at the same time, I'm almost happy that we managed to salvage something out of that game in the end there, because a draw, obviously, is a better result than a loss, and we need as many points as we can possibly get. But I do think, I'm going to say it now, top 4 is gone. Manchester United have thrown it away these last couple of games. Too many draws this season. 9 draws at home in the Premier League up until now. That is absolutely gastastic. Sort your freaking life out, Jose. And sort your lives out, the players, you overpaid prima donna wank chopsers. You're not doing the team justice. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there before I have an aneurysm. Thanks for tuning in. This is the Flying Pig on Flying Pig United. You're all a bunch of legends. I'll catch you soon. Make sure you come back after this video has been published in a couple of minutes and get your comments and thoughts in the comments section, so I can reply to them, I can see them, so can others, because these comments that are coming through right now, they don't stick around. But make sure you do stick around to comment after this video has been published. Also, smash a big old like on this video, and make sure you do subscribe to the channel if you're new around here for upcoming videos to do with Manchester United and football in general. You can follow me on social media at Mr. Flying Pig HD. And I'll catch you very soon, lads and lasses. But there we have it. I'm going to leave it there. Manchester United have drawn with Everton in an absolutely gastastic draw at home. We're used to it now. Get used to it. We are United. We are gash. Oh, but come on, lads. Sort it out. Catch you soon.